again, this is, I mean, I read so much about all these things and different takes on teams, and there's so much discrepancy with the Angels, right? And I'm going to talk about the Angels for a little bit here because it's they have some amazing things going. Obviously, Shohei Ohtani, what an incredible story. What he hit 48 home runs last year, and I don't even know what his record was pitching. He's an incredible talent, and he's going to get better. My beef with them, they're a trendy pick right now to do well in the West. They have no pitching. The bullpen is not good. The starting staff's not strong. They don't have a lot of help in the minors. I do not see them doing that well in this division. They have really weak pitching. If Anthony Rendon bounces back because he was horrible last year when he did play, it'll help. It'll certainly help. Trout obviously has to be healthy. Ohtani is an incredible talent. So let's talk about Ohtani first. There's no way they're keeping him. He's actually on I think he's on the last year of his contract because he signed early. But so I think if I am correct, or maybe it's next year, but if they're not in the running this year at the trade deadline, Ohtani's already said he loves the fans, he loves the stadium, he loves Southern California, but he said point blank, I want to win. So however that plays out, it plays out is what he said. So with that, the Angels, it's been a while since they've had a winner, kind of middle of the pack for a long time, but you have a generational talent in Mike Trout. Mike Trout is going to go down in the history as one of the top 3, 4, 5 players to ever play. And if you haven't looked up, he's not flashy like a lot of these stars in the league. He's won 3 MVP awards. He's finished second 3 times. He's finished 5th 1 time. And he's not one of those guys that just burns up the league and tears categories up. He doesn't. I don't know if he's ever actually led a league in a category, but he's on the top 5 in all of them. There's very few players in the history of baseball that do that, are consistent like that. A lot of people compare him to Willie Mays and Mickey Mantle. Those are names that we all know, and they're legends, right? Mike Trout's in that conversation, and when he's done, he'll probably be better than Mickey Mantle. I think he's already surpassed Mickey Mantle in my eyes. Willie Mays, I don't think he'll catch, but because he's out in Anaheim, and even though it's a big market, it feels like a small market team. I know they spend a lot of money where they have 169, number 9. Not having a better team when you're spending $169 million has to be frustrating as a fan. But they've wasted Mike Trout, his prime years. I think he's 30 this year. Or he's 30 now. Maybe he's going to turn 31 this season. How do you not put a team around them? They're handcuffed with, the Pujols contract. So I don't know. They don't have a great track record of pulling off, big trades and making things happen. Obviously, you have the World Series win. Was it 2002? I don't even remember. Garrett Anderson team, and but I feel so bad for Mike Trout. I'm surprised he's still there. I know he's from the Philadelphia area, out east somewhere. Imagine that if they traded him, put him on the Phillies with what's his name? I'm drawing a blank now. We'll see what the Angels do at the trade deadline. Are they gonna if the Angels aren't going to make the right investments and have the right people in place to make decisions within the organization that gives them organizational flexibility? It seems like they're always just putting Band-Aids on things. Their farm system isn't strong. They're not built for success for the long term. And with that, are they going to be able to keep Shohei, which I seriously doubt. I cannot imagine that he's on the Angels next year. I don't think so. And if he is next year, he won't be, unless the Angels do something drastic, which again, I don't think they have a lot of flexibility to do things drastic. They can spend some more money, but not much. They're at $170 million. They have to make better decisions. They need better, evaluators, better analytics, something, because it's not working for the Angels. And I'm sorry if you're an Angels fan, and I'm sure you feel my frustration. I hate that Mike Trout is stuck there, for lack of better words. 30, 40, 50, 100 years from now, everybody's going to know Mike Trout names like they know Mickey Mantle and Willie Mays and Babe Ruth. Go look up the numbers. Go look up the comparisons of them all, and you'll see, how consistent he is in all the different categories. Three MVPs, 3 second-place finish MVPs, Rookie of the Year as well. They've made the playoff exactly once since he's been there. In 2019. In 2014, they made the playoffs with him, and they have missed every other year. And I know they're a trendy pick this year. I don't know why, because of Shohei, the excitement about Shohei. Shohei said point blank he's probably not staying if you don't do something, and, he wants to win. So if you don't show me you're going to win, can't imagine it happening. So if as a business person, if it's the trade deadline, you have 2 huge leverage chips with Ohtani and Mike Trout. And I know people hate that he's going to go somewhere else, but he's going to go somewhere else at some point. And I think you owe it to him, to be honest with you. You're not going to build around him. You haven't shown that. Think about what you could get. Again, you have to have the right people. And I don't know a ton about their front office. I have not looked at it that deeply. I know a lot of the other teams' front office and their scouting systems. They haven't shown me anything to be excited about, but again, it could be wrong. They might have made changes that I don't know about, and they're heading in the right direction there. So I'm not going to say all bad, but it's certainly not showing. But think what you could get from Mike Trout and Shohei Ohtani at the trade deadline. That could reap benefits for years in this organization. Knowing the Angels, they trade them for major league ready talent so they can win next year. I'm like, that would be dumb, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Frustration. Sorry, I haven't even gone through their lineups. I won't spend a lot of time. I actually did. Actually, I'll do it that way. Won't go through them individually. Rendon has to step up. Justin Upton is not. Justin Upton was an option, so he's gone. He's one of those people I did see come across. They designated him for assignment. They still owe him like $22 million, and nobody's picking up that contract. Nobody's going to pick up Justin Upton and pick up $22 million in his contract. Not going to happen. So they're going to swallow that. The staff, Syndergaard, who knows if he's going to be healthy? Ohtani, how many starts is he going to get? He had 23 last year. Is he going to max out at 28, 25, 28? I do like they had the Ohtani rule, so when he's not pitching, or he comes out of pitching, he can still bat. I like that. But beyond those two, Syndergaard has to stay healthy. He hasn't shown anything in a while. I have no confidence that he'll stay healthy. So again, I'm beating a dead horse here. But I do have 78 wins, so one more than last year. So, I think the division is a little bit stronger for the most part. So I don't see them doing much movement here. So I have them at 78 and 84 in the American League West. Let's move on.